Morning students, we are going to continue with the chapter The Decline of Mughal Empire. We have to start with the Rajput kingdoms. Taking advantages of the growing weakness of the Mughal power, Mughal successors were the weaker ones. They were not able to control the central power. So every of the state, even the Rajput states, became virtually independent. But the Rajput chief continued to be divided as before. Here in the Rajput chiefs, they were already divided among themselves. The divisions were there. Most of the Rajput states were involved in the petty quarrels and civil war. Raja Sawai Jai Singh of Amber was the most prominent Rajput ruler of the period. He founded the city of Jaipur. He also erected observatories called Jantar Mantar with the accurate and advanced instruments at Delhi, Jaipur, Ujjain, Varanasi and Mathura. With the rise of Maratha, Jaipur influence began to decrease. Punjab was under the leadership of Guru Gobind Singh, the 10th and the last Guru of Sikh, that the Sikhs became a political and military force. After Guru Gobind Singh's death, his disciple Banda Bahadur became the leader. He fought with the Mughal bravery and was ultimately captured and killed. The invasion of Nadir Shah and Ahmad Shah Abdali and a consequent decline of Mughal power gave a Sikh the opportunity to rise. Between 1765 and 1800 CE, they brought Punjab and Jammu under their control. They organized themselves into 12 misal or group, each under a chief. At the end of the 18th century, Ranjit Singh, chief of Sukarcharya Miser brought all the Sikh brought all the Sikh chief west of the river Satluj under his control and established a powerful Sikh empire in Punjab. After Ranjit Singh's death, there was confusion in the Sikh state. The British, who were on the outlook for the opportunity to expand their territories, conquers the Sikh kingdom. Okay, so here after the death of Ranjit Singh, who was a very great chief that period, when he died, there was a confusion in the Sikh state. Now who is going to take over the power? And that was a right opportunity for the Britisher and to expand their territory. They conquers the Sikh kingdom. Okay, now Rohilkhand and Bharatpur is not in your syllabus, just cut it out. The Marathas, you will see in the map the expanded form of the expanded area of the Marathas. We have studied in class 7 that the Shivaji established a strong Maratha kingdom, but the successor of Shivaji were weak and the real power passed on the hands of the Peshwa, Prime Minister, hand of Peshwa. Just remember Peshwa, the Prime Minister. Shahuji, who had been imprisoned by Aurangzeb, was released by Bahadur Shah in 1707 CE. The Maratha states at the time was ruled by Tarabai, the king regent. Regent is a person appointed to administrate a state because the monarch is a minor or is absent or incapable. A civil war broke out between the two. Sahu was victorious. Sahu was able to regain the Maratha throne with the help of Balaji Vishwanath. The reconnaissance, of the valuable service rendered by Balaji Vishwanath, Sahu appointed him as a Peshwa in 1730 because of his work and services. Work or services of the Balaji Vishwanath, he was appointed as a Peshwa. We talked Peshwa means the Prime Minister. In 1713 CE, Balaji Vishwanath concentrated all the power in his own hand and became the real ruler of Maratha. The king was relegated to the background. Balaji Vishwanath assigned separate areas to the Maratha Sardars, chief for the collecting of levies. It's a type of tax budget of Chauth and the Sardesh Mukhi. There were 5 main Sardars: the Gateward of Baroda, Bhosles of Nagpur, Sindhyas of Gwalior, Holkars of Indore, and the Peshwa at Pune. So they were this Sardars, the chief who were collecting the levies, means the tax. They were in the 5 main Sardars were there. Gaikwad of Baroda and Bhosle of Nagpur, Sindhyas of Gwalior, Holkars of Indore, and the Peshwa of Pune. Balaji Vishwanath expanded the power expanded the power of Maratha. He forced the Mughal Emperor Fakhruzshah to return all the Marathas territories that were under the Mughals. He also obtained the right to collect the tax at Chaudh and Sardeshmukhi for the 6 provinces in Deccan. Balaji Vishwanath was succeeded by his son Baji Rao I. Under him, the Maratha expanded as far as Bihar and Orissa in the east and Punjab in the north. He got the right to collect the taxes from some Deccan provinces, after defeating the Nizam of Hyderabad. During the rule of Baji Rao, sons Balaji Baji Rao, Bengal had to surrender Orissa to the Marathas. Marathas' power reached to the zenith under him. The Marathas soon came face to face with the Ahmad Shah Abdali, the Afghan leader. The expulsion of Ahmad Shah Abdali's agent from Punjab brought the Maratha into an open conflict with the Ahmad Shah Abdali. The battle between the two forces was fought in the Panipat in January 1761 CE. The Maratha was completely defeated. Nearby 28,000 soldiers were killed. The Peshwa died in June 1761. Causes of defeat of Maratha is not there in the syllabus, so please cut it out. I want you to complete every of the question answers. Completed. I will check it later. Thank you.